A warm welcome to TechMac TV News Bulletin. I'm Eleanor Chad, and in stories making the headlines. IEC says ZANU PF is not accredited to observe the South African elections. Geneva summit opens at UN. Cabinet says more than half of the country needs food aid as it reels from El Nino. Zimbabwe government to maintain passport fees in foreign currency. And now in stories in greater detail. The Electoral Commission of South Africa has clarified that it has not invited or accredited the ZANU PF party as an official observer for the hotly contested May 29 general elections. The remarks were made by the Chief Executive Officer of the Electoral Commission, Saima Mabolo, on Tuesday after the IEC received a letter from Vuyo Zungula, leader of the African Transformation Movement. The IEC on Tuesday clarified that it has nothing to do with ZANU PF's alleged presence in the country, and the former liberation movement of Zimbabwe will not take part in the elections. The 2024 Geneva Summit of Human Rights and Democracy debuted, casting a spotlight on human rights records of China, Russia, Iran, Cuba, Zimbabwe, and Venezuela. The event, supported by a cross-racial coalition of 25 human rights groups, featured testimonies from dissidents and human rights activists highlighting issues under the authoritarian regimes. Job Sikala, a prominent Zimbabwe opposition activist, vividly accounted his struggle to challenge Zimbabwe's authoritarian government and campaign for democracy. He recounted his harrowing 595 days in arbitrary detention following a politically motivated charges. The government of Zimbabwe has decided to maintain passport fees in foreign currency even after introducing the new ZiG currency, despite public calls for making it this critical document accessible in the local currency. Finance, Economic Development and Investment Promotion Deputy Minister Kudam Nangagwa said the government has a contractual obligation with the company that helped to establish the electronic passport system that the fees shall be charged in foreign currency. The new e-passport was introduced in December 2021 with the cost of the ordinary passport set at $150 and the emergency one set at $250. A Lithuanian company partnered with the government to introduce this e-passport. The government of Zimbabwe has said more than half of the nation's population of about 15 million people will immediately need food aid until March next year as the country reels from the impact of the El Nino-induced drought. A total of 7.7 million people will require food assistance, according to the Information Minister Jenfan Muswere. The rural areas are the most affected, with millions of people in need for food assistance until the first quarter of next year. A report by the Zimbabwe Livelihoods Assessment Committee put those in need of food assistance in urban areas at 1.7 million people, according to the Minister of Information, Jenfan Muswere. And finally, in sport, Zimbabwe Cricket was allocated 10 hectares of land by the government for the construction of an international cricket stadium in Victoria Falls. The stadium will be used in the hosting of the 2026 and 2027 Cricket World Cup jointly with South African and Namibia. President Emmerson Mnangagwa will lay the foundation stone to mark the commencement of the International Cricket Stadium. That was all we had on this news bulletin. For more of these stories, do follow us on www.techmag.tv. Thank you for watching.